sí o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Olúwa ẹ̀jẹ̀ yé ẹ̀jẹ̀ o. Nínú ohun tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè dá sílẹ̀ ayé, àwa ènìyàn láṣọrò. Nínú ohun tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè dá sílẹ̀ ayé, àwa ènìyàn láṣọrò. Nínú ẹran tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè dá sílẹ̀ ayé, àmójú ẹranko tó burú. Nínú ẹran tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè dá sílẹ̀ ayé, àmójú ẹran tó burú.
Welcome to Niger Standard African Radio. We entertain, we inform, we educate Africans and Africans in diaspora, Black Americans and members of the international community. We bring you news just as it is, without fear or favor. Welcome. You're welcome back to this special segment on Niger Standard African Radio. I'm still your host and your presenter, George Elijah Otumo, the MD CEO of Niger Standard African Radio. Radio in the United States, blaring you music, giving you news just as it is, discussing issues related to Africa. Today we'll be talking about Nigeria's democracy, June 12 and MKO Abiola. MKO Abiola is Moshood, stands for Moshood Kashimahu Olawale Abiola. He was a martyr and a consummate businessman, a multi-billionaire and publisher who died paying the supreme price with his life for the struggle to emancipate Nigeria. He died with some other martyrs, other Nigerians, so many of them, thousands of Nigerians who died in the struggle. That's why today in Nigeria there is democracy, because MKO Abiola and some other Nigerians, thousands of Nigerians, paid with their life. We'll be looking at taking you back history lane and bringing you exact report MKO Abiola's first exclusive interview that he granted on any Nigerian station during the 1993 presidential election. He appeared with a debate with Bashir Tofa. MKO then was under Social Democratic Party SDP, and Bashir Tofa, his major opponent, was under National Republican Convention NRC. Enjoy it.
Character, issues of trust, and issues of leadership. I think Nigerians must know who they are electing and who would be their person. So that is something that I think this debate must try to find out for Nigerians. Second, Nigerians also wish to know what this leader would do for them. How do we tackle this economic and social problems, including the political problem? And I think Nigerians deserve to know that. So they require clear answers, unambiguous answers, straightforward answers, and down-to-earth answers that people can understand and relate to and quickly interpret. So I welcome this debate because it gives the Nigerian electorate, as has never been before, the opportunity to know who their leader would be and what that leader would do. And I thank you for the opportunity, to participate in this debate.
Well, thanks very much, Bashir Abiola and Alhaji Bashir. The first issue is SAP. And Bashir Abiola, I'll be coming to you. SAP has been described.
Welcome to Nigeria Standard African Radio. We entertain, we inform, we educate Africans and Africans in diaspora, Black Americans and members of the international community. We bring you news just as it is, without fear or favor. Welcome.
For this life, oh, na so palava. Attire for this problem, attire for life, oh. Give me no work, no food, no house, no life. This small water, then they bring na so dirty, they pull am. This small money, I they get na so transport, they chop am. School low, na headache, hospital, no work, attire for life, oh. My brother, waiting you they think, oh. My sister, help don't come, SDP, MKO, Kindibe, action, MKO, Kindibe, SDP, progress. Abiola na the logo, SDP na the party to solve our problem and better our life, oh. MKO, 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 action. Abiola, 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 progress. Now he be the hope for better tomorrow.
Before his foray into the murky waters of Nigerian politics, Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola was one of Nigeria's most colorful philanthropists. Born in Abeokuta on Wednesday, the 24th of August, 1938, to parents who were by his own account too poor to send him to school, MKO Abiola's superlative brilliance in elementary school won him scholarships virtually all through life. Before the scholarships started coming, he had done virtually every imaginable thing to see him through elementary school. Though born a Muslim, Chief Abiola attended Baptist Boys High School, Abeokuta, Ogun State, on the scholarship of the Nigerian Baptist Church between 1951 to 1956, and University of Glasgow, Scotland, between 1961 to 1965, on the scholarship of the then Nigerian Western region. He loved giving and would readily tell listeners, but for the Baptists, he would at best have been a poor vulcanizer in Abeokuta. It is one probable reason why to the late business mogul, giving was a business you must not be found wanting in.
As an individual, I care. I will still be meeting about 50 people in the house tonight, and I will attend to them. That is my life. But I will attend to them more directly, not as a charity, but as a duty.
Basharu Abiola gave and gave and gave until he gave the ultimate, his life, in a quest to actualize a presidential election mandate he was given on June 12, 1993. The popular axiom to live in the hearts of those we love is not to die is probably more appropriate to Chief Abiola than most humans. His last 5 years on earth were more remarkable than his previous 55 years. Rising from lowly backgrounds with no inherited influence, Basharu MKO Abiola rose by dint of hard work to become the toast of kings and queens. But he was a kingmaker without a scepter. He hardly bore grudges, but was tenacious in the extreme for anything he holds dear. Until the epochal events following the annulment of the historic June 12, 1993 election, which he won fair and square, Abiola was considered by many elites to be, like most, a conservative businessman who will readily count his losses and move on with his life whenever the situation demanded. Even among the millions of his well-wishers among the lowly, it is doubtful if Chief Abiola would not have found a way back to their hearts if he had abandoned the June 12 struggle without laying down his life. But Abiola chose rather to die for what he held dear, and today, also on account of his selflessness, hardly does anyone remember this worthy son of Nigeria was a shrewd businessman who made as much as he could from the global international communications business. Today, we remember this noble son of Egba peasants who, by dint of hard work and a yet unequaled network of powerful friends and admirers, cultivated over more than 20 years of preparation, won the June 12, 1993 Nigerian presidential elections. Chief Abiola was obviously one very recent political leader who prepared himself to lead Nigeria out of the abyss of the rudderlessness that has been the lot of the country since independence, particularly at the federal level. It is believed that Chief Abiola was prevented from taking over the reins of governance by a cabal that has, even by the official public admission, held the country down. The then military leader, General Ibrahim Babangida, incidentally a close friend of Abiola, has to date not given any tangible reason for the annulment of Nigeria's fairest and most peaceful presidential election.
It is true that the presidential election was generally seen to be free, fair, and peaceful. However, there was in fact a huge array of electoral practices virtually in all the states of the Federation before the actual voting began.